Now the 5th of March, 2016, we're here at the Embassy of Equatorial Guinea in Washington, D.C., where the dictator has refused to renew the passport of Gustavo Nguema for the last 10 years. The dictator, who is, everyone knows, is sick with pancreatic cancer, or prostate cancer, I should say, not to mention his other illnesses, which are illness of not wanting to allow freedom, democracy, human rights, and human dignity to remain intact in the country of Equatorial Guinea. But more importantly, as a dictator and his family, who we all know are on their last legs, continue to steal money from the people of Equatorial Guinea. They continue to commit extrajudicial killings. They continue to try to nationalize the petroleum sector in their own quiet ways and align themselves with the Chinese. I hope that the Americans realize that Teodoro Obiang, who will not serve another term as president of the Republic of Equatorial Guinea, will come to allow free, fair, and transparent elections to take place in the country. Teodoro Obiang, Africa's longest-serving dictator, is now in the midst of a battle as to whether or not The Hague will be summoning him for genocide among the boobies, human rights abuses, which have been chronicled for decades. And for those of us who are in the know, we know that Teodoro Obiang was manipulating his uncle, Nguema, who we all know was a drug-induced crazy leader. When Obiang, who graduated last from Zaragoza Military Academy, was a young Black Beach prison guard. So really his human rights abuses go back to October 12th, 1968, when my late father, Ambassador Gustavo Nguema, assisted those individuals in liberating Equatorial Guinea from Spain. So we call upon the human rights community to expedite the process of The Hague and the International Criminal Court, bringing to justice the crimes against humanity that he's committed, the economic crimes against humanity, which we know were documented when President Obiang was recently detained in Switzerland with his wife, who for some reason had $50 million in her possession. So as we zoom in, please make sure to vote in November for Gustavo Nguema Jr. or any candidate that you think can utilize the skills taught both in Equatorial Guinea and abroad. And I call upon all expatriates to come back to the country. We all need your skill sets. We all can do well, much better than this dictator has done, who has ruined our country and has been an embarrassment to the national community. So for all the Guineans, I'm Bolo, Akeba, we call upon the Ndoe, the Fang, the Bubi, the Bujeras, todos to work together in expelling the dictator from the country. Obiang must go. Teodoro Obiang must go. His family must go. And we call upon those of you seeking to bring about freedom and democracy to do so in a way that is transparent and in a manner in which we'll be proud of those ancestors who have done so much to try to see that our country would be a beacon of democracy, as opposed to the personal piggy bank of Teodoro Nguema, Constancia Nguema, Teodorino Nguema, a drug addict and drug courier, as are all the ambassadors who we call upon to expel. We can do better. Africa can do better. So the African Union, which we know has not exercised its true strength, must now reassess its priorities. But I, Gustavo Nguema, pledge to you this day that should the people vote for me in November 2016 or whenever, that I will listen to the will of the people. It's not about Gustavo Nguema. Por favor, la gente de Guinea, es un tiempo en la historia de nuestro país para cambiar este régimen. No solo personas que son responsables por el futuro de Guinea, es todas las personas. Combe, Benga, Bubi, Fang, todos